Good morning, everyone. It's Kara here, back with my disclaimer if you can see it. If you have any injuries, issues, conditions, concerns, hip injuries, back injuries, knee injuries, shoulder injuries, please modify to keep yourself safe. Sorry, lost them. All right, we are going to get started here with some standing work. Start with a little warm up. We're gonna, I forgot. If you have a little mini ball, grab it, have it nearby. We're gonna use it when we come to the floor. If you don't have one, it's okay. You don't have to have it. A pillow or a rolled up sweatshirt would work. And if you don't have either of those, you can use your hands behind your thighs to do it as well. All right, so I want you to take a big breath in for me and let out all the air. A big breath in and let out all the air. A big breath in and let out all the air. One more time. Big breath in and let it go. Now, find your neutral spine for me. So if you need a little tilt forward or back to find it, try to find that neutral. Soften your knees a little bit and your hips a little bit if you need to. And then I want you to reach those hands overhead. And we're going to do a roll down here. So reaching high, nod your chin towards your chest and roll down one bone at a time. Take a big breath and then restack, rebuild your spine. If you have spinal conditions, you can be a hinge over. Otherwise, we're going to roll down 2 more times. Round down, rolling down towards the floor. To your ability, right? And then restack all the way back up. One more time. Roll it down, like our spine stretch forward, rolling down, keeping your pelvis still in space. Breathe, and then rebuild all the way up. Keeping those hands overhead and wide collarbones. Give me a little side stretch to one side, and come back up. And then a little side stretch to the other side. Come back up. Feel those shoulder blades down on your back as you do this. Waking up those side muscles. Breathing. Use the abs to pull you to the side. Down and stretch the top side. Come back up. One more time each side. Side stretch over. And back up. Side stretch over. Come back up. And bring your arms all the way down. Okay. You might want to widen your stance a little bit for this one, just for some stability. Take your arms out to the side, reach them long. We're going to do a little side twist. So hands reach away from each other and stay down away from your ears. And then I want you to twist. Come back a little bit and go a little more. And a little more. Come back to center. And then twist. 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 Come back to center. And a little twist. 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 Come back to center. Exhale, 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 to center. One more time each way. Twist, 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 and bring it back. And twist, 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 and bring it back. Okay, now we're going to take that into our standing saw. So arms out to your side, shoulders down. We're going to twist, and then reach down towards your opposite toe. And restack, come back to center, twist the other way. Reach to your opposite toe. That top hand goes up to the sky. Restack, rebuild, come back to your T. Again, twist to the first side. And flex and reach down. Bring it back up and to center. Twist the other way. And reach it down. And come back up. One more time. Twist to the first side. Reach. Feel the stretch in the whole back side. Bring it back up. Twist the other way. And reach it down. Come all the way back up and back to center. All right, we're going to do some standing footwork. I want y'all to find your Pilates stance. So no more than about a fist distance between your big toes. So there's a little rotation. Heels are going to squeeze together. I want your big toe, little toe, and heel bone making a little tripod on the floor. So we're wrapped in those thighs. You're going to find those deep hip muscles. Tighten your core. And we're going to add a little hug a tree arms. So as I go down, I'm going to bring my hands together at chest height. And then I'm going to open back up. If you wanted to add dumbbells to this, you could. but just find those energy in those muscles. You're gonna feel them. And you're just bending your knees a little bit and rising back up tall. So just a little knee bend, rise it back up tall. A little bend and up, a bend and up. Feel those legs zipping together. 3, 2, 1. Now bring it down. Can you lift your heels a little bit? Rise up, lower your heels. So we're gonna go down, lift the heels, rise up, lower the heels. Down, lift the heels, optional, rise up and lower the heels. So a little plie down, lift your heels, just a little bit, zip it up, lower your heels. We go down, heels come up, stand up, lower your heels. Pause, we're gonna reverse that. So now I want you to lift your heels a little bit, keep squeezing them together. Bend your knees to your ability, lower your heels, zip back up. So we're gonna go heels up, bend it down, lower heels, stand up. Lift heels, bend, lower, stand. 2 more, heels up, bend your knees, lower, stand up. Whatever works for your arms for some balance on this train move here. And bring it up. All right, so from here, we're gonna parallel our feet, okay? I'm gonna do a sideways. Feet are hip distance apart. Abs are in, so try not to go into the twerk or the tuck, right? Neutral. And then we're gonna sit back. Pull abs in as you sit back, rise back up. So now we just reach forward, pull it back. So feel the reach and the pull. The reach and the pull. Sit and stand. So this would be like our heels on parallel footwork. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. 4. Those hips are going back, right? 2, 1. All right, ready? Bring it down to your range. Lift your heels a little bit. Stand up. Lower your heels. That same pattern we did before. So lower, lift, stand, lower. Lower, lift, stand, lower. So sit it back. Hover those heels. Lift it up, lower it down. If you're on a squishy mat, a firm floor, if it's behind your mat, might be more stable. Sit, lift, stand, lower. Sit, lift, stand, lower. Sit, lift, stand, lower, pause. Reverse. A little heel raise. Lower down. Heels down, stand up. Toes, knees, heels, lift. Hover, bend, lower, stand. 2 more. Lift, bend, lower, stand, lift, bend, lower, and stand. Okay, so we did our first position, our small Pilates beat, our parallel. So now we're gonna go wide second position, or wide Pilates stance. So my heels are gonna be lined up right under my hip bones, so I don't wanna be over wide or over rotated. Turn those feet out to like 11 and 1, maybe to 10 and 2. Don't go too far. I don't want you to make your hip joints mad. So you should be able to suction cup those arches. So you're on big toe, little toe, and heel bone. And now we're going to take it down and up. As you do this, feel those posterior shoulder muscles pulling your arms back. So instead of focusing on the hug, focus on the retract as you get tall. So squeeze shoulder blades together. Pull it up. Pull it up. Find your range of motion, your neutral spine, meaning abs are in. 5, zip it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. We're gonna do that same pattern. Lift your heels a little bit. Stand up. Lower your heels. Bend, lift, up, down. It doesn't have to be a big lift, just a hover. Just to challenge your stability. Down, lift, up, lower. Down, lift, up, lower. 1 more. Pause. Reverse. Are your abs still drawn in? It's easy to forget about them when you're doing a bunch of other stuff. Stabilize that spine with those legs. 2 more. And up. And up. And bring it in. Okay. So from here, I want you to come back to your Pilates stance. Heels together, toes a little bit apart. Pull those abs in. Reach those arms down by your side. And we're going to lift the heels or keep them down. Soften your knees either way. Again, heels are squeezing together whether they're hovering or not. Standing hundreds. So roll those shoulders down. Pull those abdominals in. Feel ribs to hips nice and tight. Ready? Pump your arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your goal is not to move anything but your arms. Squeeze your tush. Pump your arms. Breathe in and out. Feel those shoulder muscles. Pull your belly button to your spine. Breathe. We have 4 more. Breathe it out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 to go. Are your abs tight? Are your tushes tight? Hold it right there. Stand it all the way up. Very good. Okay. We're going to do a little side step out. So feet parallel, toes and knees, everything staying parallel. We're not going to turn out. I want you to step to one side and load the weight onto that. My hip, knee, and ankle are still lined up, so don't keep going. And then bring it back in. So step out and then go down. Pull abs in, hinge at that hip. Step and then bend. Step and bend. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Other way. Step and come back. Step and back. Abs tight. Load. Hip, knee, ankle lined up. Step out and then go down. As soon as that foot plants, push your tush back. And then use all of the leg muscles of that leg to push yourself back. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. And bring it back. All right. So we're going to do a posterior lunge and add a little hip extension for a balance challenge. So I'm going to take my right leg back. You can pick a leg. We're going to do both. It's going to stay there. I'm going to reach hands forward, and then I want to bend my front leg and rise up. It's small. Nice straight line from my head to my heel of the back leg. 3, and I'm just doing a little knee bend. I'm not going forward, straight up and down, so that knee is not going over toes. Lost my balance as I tried to point that out. 3, 2, 1. Hold right here. Shift the weight a little bit more forward. Can you lift your back toe off the ground for balance? It can stay down, but have a little weight transfer. And hold. 4, 3, 2, foot back down, stand back up. Okay? Same thing on the other side. So I now have my right leg forward, my left leg back in a big stagger. Parallel legs, train track stance, right? Don't get them too close together or you'll be unstable. And then we're going to reach forward, bend that front knee. Find that nice diagonal line, and then come up and down. Pull those arms back like chest expansion. Keep your tricep working to keep that back of the upper arm strong. Again, all of this could be done with little dumbbells if you wanted a little more. Finding the glute, the hamstring, and the quad. Don't make your joints mad. Muscles working. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it bent. Now we're going to shift slightly more to the ball of the foot with our weight transfer. And then can you lift your back heel? Just a little bit. Just a balance challenge. Quiver. Feel the muscles. Always put the toe down. If you start to lose it, don't fall. Toe down. Stand back up. All right. Okay. So stand back up nice and tall. Find abdominals ever so slightly feel maybe imprinted, so you have a nice neutral spine. Take your right foot out in front of you. Level across your hips. So I want you to try to avoid the hip height. Keep both sides of the waist even. Whatever works for you for balance with the arm. Ever so slightly turn out, so you just feel that hip rotate. Again, like 11 o'clock. Now can you lift and lower that leg? If you need a chair or a wall, grab it. Shoulders down. No hiking them to your ears. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out there. Can you bend and straighten that knee? Again, use a wall, use a chair, or put your foot down. Abs in, hips as level as you can keep them. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Okay? Reset. Same thing, other side. So start by pointing the leg out in front of you. Ever so slightly turned out. Zip up belly, hips level, whatever works for your arms, but keep some energy in them. Soften that standing leg, don't hyperextend that knee. And then lift and lower. It can be 2 inches off the ground, or it can be up to hip height. Find your range. Try to keep the lifting leg, hip bone, shining to the floor. Lift. Lift. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Now hold it up. Can you bend and straighten that knee? Keep your standing leg soft. Abs in, hips level. 3, 2, 1. And bring it in. All right. We're going to come down to the mat now. So bring yourself down to the floor or the mat, whatever you got. If you have a little ball, we're going to use it, but if you don't have one, you can do all of this without a ball, or you could use a little pillow or a sweatshirt. I like the hoodie rolled up into the hood. We're going to go into bridging. So if you guys will just bring yourself down to your back, whatever way works best for you to get there. And then if you have a little ball, put it between your thighs. It's going to serve as an alignment and a little extra connection. So from here, shoulders down, feel like you're pressing your hand into the mat so you're nice and connected. And we're just going to start with a little pelvic tilt. So I just want you to imprint the spine, which means we pull the pubic bone towards our face using our abs, lengthen back out to your neutral. Neutral may have a little space under your low back, but we don't want it to turn into a giant mouse hole. So we're just tilting with a little squeeze on the ball if you have it. If you don't have the ball, just feel like your inner thighs are being drawn together. Okay, so press hands down into the mat. We're going to come all the way up to a bridge. If you need to be a hinger because you got some herniation stuff in your back, please honor your body. Otherwise, a little tiny squeeze on that ball, not trying to pop it. And then peel up, one bone at a time. Reach your knees over your toes. Inhale, stay there. Exhale, melt it down. Soften your sternum, your shoulder blades, your rib cage, your low back, and then extend your tailbone. So I want you to try to find each little segment, nice and slow, don't rush this. Tilt your pelvis towards you. Low back touches the mat and peels off. Rib cage, shoulder blades is your stopping point. Reach knees long, squeeze the ball. Inhale, stay. Exhale, melt it down. Melt it down. Bone by bone by bone. Lengthen that tailbone. We're going to do that 2 more times, nice and slow. Press hands into mat. Pull the pelvis towards you. Peel it up. Reach your knees long. Breathe. Melt your spine down. Bone by bone by bone. Again, curl tailbone towards you. Peel that spine up like a strand of pearls. Bone by bone or pearl by pearl. Reach knees long. Hold, hold, hold. Squeeze the ball. And then melt it all the way back down. All right. From here, we're going to try a single leg bridge. You can keep both feet down if you need it a little bit nicer, right? Otherwise, we're going to press down into the floor. Heels are planted. You can almost wiggle your toes, so make sure you're pushing into the heels. Think push feet down, tighten abs, brace, and lift. Now, can you extend one leg out? If you don't have the ball, you could go tabletop with that leg. Now, drop your hip, lift your hip. Keep those hip bones as level as you can. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Find the glutes. I think you found it. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Put the other foot down. Hips come down one piece. If your hamstrings start cramping, y'all, push your knee forward and your heel down, like you're pushing into the ground, and you'll fire glute a little more. Or take a quick timeout. Okay, there was our timeout. Tighten the belly, and then draw bridge. One piece, lift up the whole shape. Now take the other leg out long. Hips as level as you can keep them. Drop it and lift it. A little squeeze on that ball if you have one, or pillow, or whatever. Option always to keep both feet on the ground if you need this nicer. That's the honor your body part, right? 4, 3, 2, 1, foot down, whole shape drops down. Okay, both feet are gonna stay on the floor, but we're gonna play a little, I'm gonna call it tug of war, even though it's more try to push each other over. So tighten your core, lift up to your bridge. Now, left leg is gonna hold you still as the right leg pulls in and tries to push you over. And then release it, and then go the other way. So think, right leg holds you still, left leg pushes in against that ball or pillow. Okay, reset, tighten core, push with the right, the left doesn't let you go anywhere, release it. And then push with the left, the right doesn't let you go anywhere, release it. One more time. Right pushes, left holds you still, and then left pushes, right holds you still, and then drop your hips back down. Okay. So, from here, we're going to go tabletop legs. So, bring your legs up to 90-degree hip and knee, arms down by your side, or out to a T if you need more stability. I'm going to keep the ball here or pillow here. Again, you don't have to have that to do these exercises. We're going to start with just a little spine twist. So, we're just going to dip our knees to one side, come back up, and then go to the other side. So, the obliques are kicking in to catch us and pull us back. Tip it over. You do shift a little bit from your buttock to your buttock cheeks. Breathe. Find that popo. Obliques. Reach it over. Pull it back in. Not trying to put your knees all the way onto the floor. Just working those obliques in a little spinal rotation. Keep those hands planted. Let's do one more to each side. A little tip. Bring it back. A little tip. And bring it back and put your feet down. Take a moment, reset, realign. Okay, we're gonna bring those legs back up to tabletop. So tighten the core, bring your legs up, crush your hands down. Now, this one is a little stir the pot. So we're gonna keep those shins level-ish to the ground, and you're gonna move through your femur, thigh bones, and circle around and away. Like you're stirring that witch's cauldron. One more this way, pause, and then go the other direction. So knee stirs the other way. Hip mobilization, everything else still. You should feel some deep abdominals. Stabilizing your back and pelvis as you just move those thigh bones. 2 more circles. 1 more circle. Come back, feet down. All right. Remove the little ball from between your legs if you had it there. Take your right leg out long and your left leg up to the sky. You don't need the ball, but I'm just going to keep it under my hand so it doesn't roll away from me. 1 leg circle. So this is a straight, soften knee if you need to. This is a straight leg, one version of what we just did. Go across your body, down to the floor and up. Your circle can be as small as tracing a water glass, a dinner plate, or the full range that you can go. I want 1 more this direction, and then pause at the top. We're going to go the other way, so take it away from you, down and up. Find those abdominals. Breathe. Breathe. 1 more circle. Stop at the top. Bring that foot down. long. Bring the other leg up to tabletop. Make sure both sides of the waist are long. Just for evenness, I'm going to switch the ball to the other hand since I'm holding it. Totally optional. All right, that leg is long. Stop if your hamstrings are the limiter here. And then take it away from your body and up. So we're making that hip circle. Keeping your back and pelvis pretty still. Down, around, and up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, a little pause at the top. One more, pause at the top, reverse it. Go away, down and up, away, down and up, away, down and up, away. One more, bring it to the top, bend the knee, find the floor. Rock yourself up to seated. Okay, earthquake abs if you're up for it, okay? So take the little ball, put it behind your tailbone. Hands reach out, shoulders down. And then I want you to curl the tailbone under, lean it back. Find your hinge back. Find your hinge back. And sit back up. Curl the tailbone under, lean back. About 45 to 50 degree angle. And sit back up. So a little curl the tailbone under. And then lean it back. Breathe. And sit back up. A little curl, and lean, breathe, breathe, and sit back up. All right, curl back just a little bit, lean back, pull those abs in, find that nice long line, and hold. Breathe. Can you arm scissor for me? Keep shoulder blades down. Connect it on your back as you reach up and down. Feel those abs quivering, earthquaking. And then bring yourself up. So if you don't have a little ball, y'all, you can hold the back of your thighs and just stay there and just decrease how much you hold, okay? Or a ball, a pillow, a sweatshirt, right? Okay, we're gonna lean back again. Pull back, lean back, or you can lay all the way flat on the floor to do these as well, right? Okay, bow and arrow arms. Pull your right elbow back, reach forward. Left elbow back, reach forward. So a little twist, or if you're just down on the mat instead of a ball, you could do your crisscross abs. Pull back, pull back, pull back. The ball makes this safe on all of our spines, so that's why I really like to do this. One more, and sit all the way back up. Okay, so we did our arm scissors, our bow and arrow. I'm gonna do tree now. So you guys, again, you don't have a little ball. You can come down to the mat, but what I'm gonna do is a little curl back, lean back, and then I'm gonna grab one leg behind the thigh and the outside of the ankle. This foot's gonna stay planted, abs are in, and then I just wanna straighten and bend my knee. If you can't reach your foot or ankle, just hold it by your calf. And just stretch it up, pull it in. Pull your belly in against it. 2, now hold it up, reach up as high as you can, and then lean back into your ball a little bit. Come back up, bend that knee, sit all the way up. All right, make sure your ball didn't roll away if you have it. If not, again, pillow or whatever you're using there works. We're gonna lean back, pull the other leg in, hold the outside of the ankle behind the thigh, square hips and shoulders, pull your belly button into the spine, and then bend and straighten that knee. Wherever you need to hold it, right? Down low is okay. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then sit up a second. Okay, I had to readjust my ball. Curl back, lean back. Now, reach up as high as you can on that ankle, and then roll yourself back a little bit. Feel a hamstring stretch. Feel your abs drawing in. Breathe. Breathe. That'd be a nice stretch here as well. And then bring it all the way back up. Okay. Legs out long. Seated spine stretch forward. So if you need to rock side to side to get on those sits bones and off of the fleshy part of your booty, you may do that. Reach your hands up. Nice neutral spine. Soften your knees if you've got super tight hips or hamstrings, right? As you exhale, round your upper spine forward, reaching towards your toes. Pull your abs in, pelvis stays up. Restack your spine. Feel your back extensors. Inhale. Exhale, reach, pull the belly in, your spine. Exhale, we reach and pull belly in. And restack. Again, reach it forward. And restack. Okay, good. So, from here, we're going to go to our hands and knees. So, flip over to all fours. If you can't be on your wrists or hands, you may come to forearms. We are going to do a little hip extension, okay? So, on all fours, I want you to take the right leg behind you. And if you can keep the hips level, that's our goal. Pull your belly in, push away from that floor, and then I want you to drop your knee in and out. So if you're down on your forearms, you can still do this, right? It's a booty work, hip extension. With the bent knee, think flexed foot, so you're trying to stomp the ceiling with the sole of your foot. Stay strong in the shoulders, pull the belly button away from you. Now hold this up. Straighten and bend the knee for a little hamstring curl. Again, forearms is fine, right? That's totally okay. So if you have sensitive wrists, know this is still protracting away from that floor and giving me a little hamstring and glutes. And then bring it down for a second. Okay, we're going to take that same leg out to the side, like the fire hydrant, right? Keep your hips as level as you can, and just open and close the leg out to the side. For 4, 3, 2, hold it out there. Now, extend and bend. Think like a little frog on your side. Because you're my Pilates peeps. So I know y'all know what our frog is. Yep. 3 more. Last time. Bring it in. Sit back into your little rest position, shell stretch. I'm going to shift a little cheek to cheek because it releases that. All right, so come back up. Either your forearms or your hands, you pick. They're both good, so either way is fine. Strong shoulders, flex that foot, and then we're going to lift and lower the other leg. Keep your hips as level as you can. The body has a tendency to do a lot of shifting and shimmying, and we want to minimize that. So abdominals are stabilizing our spine, so draw them in as you lift and lower. Extending hip. So glutes are firing, hamstrings are active, but kind of stationary. 4, try not to move from your back, but just your butt. Hip extension. Hold it here. Now straighten and bend for a little hamstring curl. Or it's like our single leg kick that we've been doing on the mat, flat, up on all fours. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down for just a second. Again, if you need forearms, that's okay. Strong core. Boop, pull it up. And then angle that leg out to the side. I got some sound effects today. Whoop. Entertaining myself as I talk to a camera. Straight out, that fire hydrant like move. And if you used to do it with Jane Fonda, I think she made this one famous. Hold it out. Now kick it out, pull it in. Kick it out, pull it in. I was more of the Tammy Lee Webb in the Buns of Steel series. Those were my favorite videos. Before I found Pilates. 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring it back down. All right, sit it back. Stretch out that booty. Did the extension. And then bring it in. All right, all the way down to your belly for a little swimming, okay? So pubic bone down, belly button in, reach your arms long. If your shoulders don't like that, you can take them to goalpost shape, you guys, so that you don't have to reach overhead. You can do it right here, okay? Because I know some of you have some shoulder stuff out there. So reach your arms and legs long, hover like Superman flying, pull your belly button in, and then swim like you hit turbulence. I was thinking the other day as we were doing this, when I cued the Superman thing. Remember the first Superman movie when he flew backwards and reversed the earth? Maybe he can do that and get rid of the coronavirus for us. Shoulders down, breathe. I shouldn't share all the thoughts in my head. 3 more, 2 more, 1 more, hands down. Press back up to all fours for cat. Articulate, head to tail, peel up, push knees and toes away, stretch out that spine. Lengthen back to your long line. You can open your sternum a little bit, but no pes dispenser next. Round up, push away, pull it up, up, up. And extend out long. 1 more of those. Head to tail to peel it up, pull the belly to the sky. Lengthen head to tail. All right, pick a side. I'm going right. We're going to side plank. Option, bottom leg down, both legs down, both legs straight. Pick which one works for you today. That shoulder needs to rotate down your back and get these armpit muscles strong first. And then top leg pushing down if you're on that knee, or both legs straight. You pick. Strong, straight line from head to heel. Head in line if you can. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, bring it down. Always rest sooner if you need to. You can be up on your hand if you want a little bit more. I'm going to stay on my forearm. We're going to do that again. Strong, long spine. Again, knees can be bent or straight, and lift it up. Top hand can be a kickstand if you need it. Hold for 10, 9, shoulder down. Feel these armpit muscles. 4, 3, 2, bring it down. All right, bend your knees in, and then side stretch, mermaid towards. You can pull in that shin and reach up and over. Stretch out that side that was just lifting you off the ground. And then bring it up. Swivel the other way. For side planks on the other side. So shoulders going to go down. Body's in a straight line. So either you have both knees bent, one knee bent, or both legs straight. So shoulder down first. Always get that set and feel this back of the armpit lat muscle fire first and the scapular stabilizers. And then lift up to your plank. Whatever you want to do with that hand. Kickstand, waist, sky. Side. Breathe. Lifting, reaching. Again, both knees down, one knee down, both legs straight. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, rest it down. All right, we are going to do 1 more of those, whichever position works for you. Strong shoulder first. Activate, bend, lift. Find that straight line. Your inner thighs are pulling together, your booty is tight, your thighs are active. Really, really strong in that whole bottom side. Can you hold it for 5? Always rest if you need to. 2, 1, bring it down. Bend your knees, grab your ankle, stretch away. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And bring that up. All right, we are going to go back down to the mat. So roll yourself down or lay yourself down, however works for you. Bring your legs to tabletop. Straighten them up to the sky. Pull those abs in. Y'all, if you need a little extra support, you can put your hands under your tush. Or if you have that little ball, it could go there. Okay, we're going to do scissors. Head and shoulders can stay down for a little nicer on your spine, or you can come up and grab one leg and pull it towards you as you reach the other one long. And then pull it towards you. You're not trying to get to your leg, you're trying to bring your leg towards you in a way. Bend your knees a little bit if you need to, but keep them as straight as you can. And reach. One more. Bend it in, rest it down, hug it in, rock it side to side. Okay, we're going to keep head and shoulders down, and we're going to do a little bicycling pattern. So straighten both legs up to the sky for me, and we're going to scissor the legs away. Hold that position for me. Bend your down leg towards tabletop, pass your legs in space back to your scissor split. Bottom leg bends, comes in towards you as the other one reaches away, and split. So we're in our scissor. Bottom leg bends to tabletop, top leg reaches a passing space, and you find your split. So pull the bottom leg in and split. It's like the slowest bicycle leg pattern ever. Pull it in and switch. Bottom leg pulls in and they split. Bottom leg pulls in and they split. And hug your knees in. There's a little bicycle. We can reverse it too, but we'll stick with that one today. All right, so we did the little hip circle, hip stirs earlier. We're going to take that to a straight leg version if you're up for it. You can keep your knees bent. Otherwise, straight legs, it's called corkscrew, right? So abs are tight, we tip it over. We go down low and long and bring it back up, pause. And then reverse it like a U-turn. Down and up to the top. Down, around, and up. One more each way. So really we gotta go this way first, back down, around and up. And then this is our last one. Down, around, and up. And bend it in. Hug it in, rock it side to side for a second. And then we're gonna rock it up to seated. From here, separate your feet the width of your mat. We did a standing saw, we're gonna do a seated one. So arms out wide and down. Again, soften, bend your elbows if you need a little bit nicer. Rotate and reach, feel that stretch. Bring it back up through center. Rotate, flex and reach, pinky finger to pinky toe. Come back up and center. Rotate and reach. Bring it up and to center. Rotate and reach. Bring it up to center. One more time each side. Twist and reach. Twist and reach. And back to center. Okay, from here, I would like you to bring yourself up to standing. We're gonna roll down and then we'll walk out to a plank and then we're gonna do up stretch plank. So it's pike to plank basically. You may hinge over if that works better for your body. Otherwise, that roll down. So we reach up, we round down, find the floor, and then take 3 or 4 big hand walks so your hands are even. Find your plank, push away from the floor. You can come down to forearms if you need to, right? And then shift hips and heels back into a little pike. And then shift it back to a plank. Or just hold your plank. Shift it back. You can do this on forearms if you need to, right? Yep. Build a stretch. Bring it back. Pull the belly in. We're going to do that one more time. Shift back, hips to the sky, heels down. Can you give me a little running or prancing here? One heel down, one leg bends. And the other. Mobilizing the hip, knee, and especially that ankle right now. Stretch the calf. Pull the belly in. One more. Both heels down. Find plank. Knees down. Shell stretch, rest position. And then bring it up. So if you're okay kneeling, we're going to come to a kneeling for a thigh stretch. If you need to double up your mat or put a cushion under your back knee, you may do so. Find a nice tall spine, and then we're just going to hinge, shift to that front leg, but I want you to keep belly in and squeeze the down leg butt cheek to pull your pelvis forward and really get a hip flexor quad stretch of that down leg. If you want a little more, take that same side, the leg that's down, up to the sky. And then maybe bend a little bit away from the down leg or towards your front leg. Feel that stretch. Breathe. Breathe some more. And then bring it in. And then we're going to switch. So bring your other leg forward. And then hinge a little bit forward. Squeeze the back buttock. Pull the pelvis forward. Tall in that spine. Maybe reach that same side as the down leg up. Arm up. Getting a deeper stretch. Side bend slightly away. Not so much that you would fall over. Keep that pelvis forward so that back cheek should be active. And then stretching that side and that down hip. Breathe. legs out in front of you, whichever works for your hips and knees. Take a big inhale up. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. Exhale, let's fold forward. Reach your hands to the floor in front of you. Pull your belly away. Stretch it out. And bring it all the way up. And I am done with you all this morning. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend or day, and I will see you next time.